Good morning. It's time to get in touch. In Touch is a public affairs show dedicated to improving the lives of Susquehanna Valley residents. I'm Freddi Hammer, News Director at Backyard Broadcasting. Well, on In Touch, we talk a lot about different things that happen in our communities, and we talk about nonprofit agencies, and sometimes we talk about families who need a little bit of help. We have a 4-year-old girl. Her name is Jade, and she certainly needs prayer warriors. And today, I'm here to talk about her journey with cancer. Her parents are on the line. We're talking with some other folks that are on the line with us with some fundraising ideas for the next few months. And we certainly are thrilled to be on the phone, not for a great reason, but we certainly want to help you and get very positive and make sure that Jade can survive this moment in her life so that we can have a long life ahead with the rest of us. So, in the phone this morning with Ashley and Brett Mitzsteifer. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Also on the phone this morning with Steve Thomas from West Branch Cornhole, also talking about Bald Bird's Brewery. We're going to be having an event coming up there. Hi, Steve.
Good morning.
Michelle from Barber Shop in Montoursville, an event going on there. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
And also Michelle Wolfgang, who's a part of the coordinating of families and friends that are all helping the Mitzsteifers today. So thank you for all being here on In Touch today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, let me start with Brett and Ashley, having a 4-year-old little girl who I've seen on Facebook, that sweet little face, and any parent who's listening right now wants to help save your baby, and we want to help you do that. Tell us a little bit about Jade and her spirit.
Oh, this second round of chemo, she's been doing fantastic, completely different. Her first round of chemo didn't go so well, and she developed sepsis from it, an infection. We were in the hospital for 14 days, but she's got a long journey ahead of us. We have to go down to CHOP, and she's got to get a stem cell harvest and 6 weeks of radiation, and then she does consolidation therapy. That's advanced chemo, and that's also down at CHOP. But she's acting herself.
So crazy 4-year-old.
Yep.
Full of energy.
So when Jade was first diagnosed with the embryonal tumor, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
Wow. Because, I mean, she was up to the point of when we found everything out, she was riding her bike, at 3 years old, riding a bike with no training wheels. I mean, counting it, she can she can use a phone, and it's just, and then all of a sudden it went to where it's at. I mean, we got this diagnosis of your kid's got it's ATRT is the actual, what the tumor is considered. It has this 1.5-inch size tumor in her head, and we're like, what? That just really happened? It's just all of a sudden, because my family, there's no history of cancer and nothing like that. And same as my wife, Ashley, her family, they don't have any, cancer as far as we all know. So.
Yeah, so moving forward, will they be able to give you some sort of an idea? Or as a rare cancer, are they sort of using this case as sort of a learning case?
Yeah, they are. They took her tumor and they using it for studies at schools because they really don't have a definitive treatment for her tumor. Mm-hmm. So kind of everything that's going on with her is, I don't want to say trial and error. That's kind of a odd way to say, in medical terms.
Sure.
But, I mean, it's basically what they're doing with her treatment. It's just, okay, we're going to try it this way first and then go from there. That's what happened with her first round of chemo. They gave her a high dose, and it was way too much for her. So when they dropped it down 25 milligrams, 25%, sorry. And, and it, like Ashley said, it's a complete 180 change from the first time.
Well, I'm so glad that you can continue to have success. I mean, hopefully this is definitely good. And cancer treatments nowadays, I mean, they've come leaps and bounds from the beginnings of all of this, for sure. So
yeah, definitely.
Good news, and hopefully that's going to continue to be excellent news for Jade and her journey. Now, you are having some expenses out of this. You have to go to Philadelphia. You're obviously going to be affected by not being able to work some of those days. How can we help with fundraising? Let me ask Michelle McNett-Wolfgang, who's part of the event coming up here with a Jades Journey Cornhole tournament. Michelle, tell me a little bit about who you got to help us with the Cornhole tournament, change the date a little bit. Give us an overview of that.
Well, Baldsburg Brewing Company has been gracious enough to allow us to hold the tournament there. We've got quite a few businesses that are already donating, whether it's cash donations or they're donating items for the basket raffle or silent auction to that effect. Trot Run Hotel has donated. We have Up the Creek out of Jersey Shore has donated so far. We have private individuals that are donating just cash amounts, towards the benefit. And then of course we have, all the participants of the Cornhole tournament that are going to be there, participating in the basket raffles or playing, in the tournament. Quite a few things going on there, and hopefully it's going to be a great success for them.
I was also informed that Your Choice Exxon of Montoursville, one of the very first contributors to Jades Journey and their fundraising. And now, let me ask Steve Thomas of West Branch Cornhole. Are you the organizer of the group?
I am there's a couple of us that actually run West Branch Cornhole.
Well, really, cornhole tournaments are a huge popularity nowadays, and I'm sure you're able to raise some funds here. You have some sponsorship levels, Steve. Tell us a little bit about how we can get involved that way.
Yeah, we have a couple different levels. There's a $50 bag sponsorship level. There's a $100 lane sponsorship level, a $250 event sponsor level, and then a $500 for a main event sponsor.
Neat. Tell me a little bit about Bald Bird's Brewing Company and the interest in helping this family.
We have a very good working relationship with them. They are a new brewery that opened up in Jersey Shore back in, I think it was September of last year, right during the pandemic. So, it's been a little bit of a struggle for them. But I found out they were opening the brewery, and I contacted the owner, and we have, a very good relationship with them. We have weekly leagues we do there. We do a lot of tournaments there on weekends, and they have great beer, and Gunsies is in there, and they actually have food available for those that in the area that go to the fairs a lot. Mm-hmm. They probably know the Gunsie name from there, but they have a lot more options in the brewery they're offering as well. You're
getting a lot more hungry for the sausages since we couldn't have them last year on any of the fairs that didn't happen, right?
Yeah, how about it?
For sure. Hey, let me also ask Michelle about the different registration availabilities for folks. You can register early, Michelle, is that right, for the Cornhole tournament coming up, actually February 6th?
Right. You can register early by emailing WBCBags@gmail.com, or you can register the day of the event. You can also text me at 570-916-1218 if you want to register a team. There's going to be various entry levels. Depending on the amount, we'll have a minimum of 2 different classifications, or if we have enough participation, we'll split it up into 3 different entry levels.
Well, that sounds great, Michelle. We'll be able to talk about that here at Backyard Broadcasting. You'll hear us promoting that event as we get closer to February 6th. Let me ask Michelle of the Barber Shop in Montoursville, right there on Broad Street, what are you guys doing to help out the Mid-Stifers?
So we decided, and we actually already started it, that if anybody comes in and says they want their head shaved for Jade, that we shave their head for them, and then the shop also donates the price of the haircut. And we actually started it this week, and it's been overwhelming.
How many heads have you shaved, Michelle, or at least you and your staff?
So far, actually, it's been 10, but people are still coming in and just getting a regular haircut that they're donating to. So I think so far we're up to $500.
Oh, that's wonderful. Tell us a little bit about where your shop is in Montoursville so we can come on by, I guess, Monday through Friday.
8 to 5 and Saturday 7 to 12.
Okay.
So we're 327 Broad Street, right on the same side as the post office, and we're actually tucked in between Rhodes Chiropractic and J&R's Tavern. There's a big open sign, can't miss it, and the Barber Pool's always going.
That sounds good. We don't have to shave our heads, but we can make a good donation if we head on by the Barber Shop in Montoursville. Thanks, Michelle, you and your staff for all you're doing.
Yes.
Now, let me get back to asking Brett and Ashley Mitzcipher about the events going forward. You're probably in a little bit of a, thankful for the people who are helping you, because you certainly are focused on helping your daughter.
We're beyond being thankful.
There's no words to express it. We're so thankful for the love, the support, the prayers.
Everything.
It's just amazing how through this pandemic people can just come together and help a family out. I can't be more thankful.
How about the hospital systems and the people you're meeting there? What kind of inspiration can you find there?
The nurses down in Geisinger, because that's all we deal with right now is Geisinger. We've only been to Philly once, but
okay.
I mean, they are great. Jade has them around her finger. I mean, they play with her. They play Barbies with her. They treat her great. I mean, because we stay down there. Every time she's there, we stay at the hospital all week. Because we'll get a hotel room down at the Pine Barn Inn. And we'll flip-flop. One night Ashley will stay with Jade, and then the next night I'll stay with her. vice versa. But I mean, other than trying to get into the hospital with the pandemic, other than that, I mean, Guys has been great.
Tell me a little bit about Jade's attitude and feelings. Is it easy for her to play and have fun? Does she able to spend time with any friends?
Yeah, she has 3 other sisters. We have 4 girls altogether, and Jade's the youngest of them, and they play together great. And then she has one of our babysitter has a same age as Jade, or a couple years older, and they're like best friends. She came over, a couple of times to play with her and stuff, but we kind of still watching our P's and Q's with the pandemic, because that's the last thing that either one of us want to have come through our house, everything.
Well, we certainly wish you the best health, the best of luck. We certainly want to do as much donating and fundraising as we possibly can to make sure that Jade feels good and can continue to improve and do good with the chemotherapy that she has to face here in the next few weeks. So we're going to be talking about the benefit cornhole tournament on February 6th, and that's happening. Is there an opportunity for us to do any kind of fundraising online, or is there a GoFundMe account?
Yeah, there's a PayPal one on Jades Journey. It's like on the Facebook group, and anybody's welcome to join that as well. That's a public group. You can just search Jades Journey on Facebook, and there's a place on there that you can donate through PayPal, like a GoFundMe. And I think that's the only one set up for right now. And then LSV, the vape shop there in Pennsdale, they have a jar out for her and stuff. And
we try to keep it updated as much as possible with what's going on.
Sure. On your Facebook page, you do keep everything updated with what's happening with Jade and how she's handling her treatment. And I saw some great pictures of the fact that she didn't even look sick. She just was being just a cute little 4-year-old girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I just wanted to ask anyone else who's on the call with us today, is there anything you'd like to add today to support the Mitstifers?
I just ask everybody to keep praying for Jade, because prayer does work, and we're praying for total healing.
Absolutely. We're on the phone with Michelle Wolfgang, an organizer of the event coming up on February 6th, the Jades Journey Cornhole Tournament. You can find details on Facebook pages called Jades Journey. Also with her parents, Brett and Ashley Mitstifer. Thank you so much for you coming on the phone with us today on InTouch.
No, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Steve Thomas from the West Branch Cornhole organizer, as well as Michelle from the Barber Shop in Montoursville. Shave your head for Jade. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Well, we'll certainly keep our eyes open for things and opportunities to help the Mitstifers. Good luck to Jade. Give her our love here from Backyard Broadcasting, and we have our fingers crossed for all of y'all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
InTouch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us regarding questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays between 8 and 5, 570-323-8200. You can also write to us at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport, 17701, attention, Freddi Hammer, or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived programs of our InTouch series, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. Each current weekly program is featured on the Backyard Broadcasting websites. Thanks for listening to InTouch, a production of Backyard Broadcasting.